The 2005 NFL draft, that day, your father said it was like not getting any scholarship offers out of high school times 1,000. The most challenging part of that day for you would be what?
The camera just on you the entire time and having to keep it together. And watching drafts since then, it's all different now, but Brady Quinn was able to leave the green room after 9 picks, and here I am, we're in the 20s and they're cleaning up the other 6 tables that they had set up in there, and here I am sitting there with my mom and dad and my brother and my best friend and my agent, my business manager, and you got the camera right here looking at you the entire time, and knowing that there's a ton of people watching this, and knowing I got to keep it together when really I just wanted to just go somewhere and be alone and not have to deal with this and just kind of wake me up when it's over feeling.
Embarrassed?
Yeah, there's definitely some embarrassment, because I accepted the invite thinking I was going to be a top 10 pick and this was going to be a slam dunk, in and out, boom, off to the team, interview that night, and first night in the city that hopefully I'll spend my entire career at. And next thing you know, I'm 4 hours into this and still nobody's picking me, and we're looking at the toughest stretch was after we got past 16, which I don't know if it was the Saints or Carolina or somebody who was a long shot, but the last kind of potential was between 17 and 23. There was no way I was getting picked. They had all established starters. So I'm thinking to myself, man, that's 15 minutes for each team. So that's an hour and a half. And that was a tough hour and a half because it was just, then you're just thinking about everything that happened from when I declared in January to the work I put in at the Naval Base in Alameda, busting my butt every morning, to the diet I went on, to how I did the combine, to my private workout. Just all these things going through your mind, like, could I have done something different? Could I have done it better? Should I have stayed another year? I mean, all these just thoughts and just wondering, haven't I done things the right way? Shouldn't this be easier than this? And then finally, the Raiders traded up, and I thought they might take me, and then they didn't, and then Green Bay took me.
I talked to your father, Ed, and he said the hardest part of that day was when you and your family thought that you were actually going to get drafted by the Raiders.
What
do you think of that?
I mean, I don't know about that. Like that's his story. But by the time we're 4.5 hours in this, I'm just thinking, I don't care who picks me. You kind of do research. At least in my training facility, we did research on like the first 10 teams. We thought it was going to be a top 10 pick. So I knew who their GM was, what their stadium was called, what city they were in, where most of the guys lived, who was on the team. You get back to 23, 24, I'm like, Green Bay, all right, that's in Wisconsin. I think I probably couldn't find it on a map. I know Brett Favre's there. I don't really know anybody else on the team, except for maybe stuff I can remember from playing Madden. So it's kind of funny.
It's pretty funny. You and Alex Smith, obviously the top quarterbacks on the board for that draft, the 49ers with the #1 overall pick. You are the hometown California kid. The 49ers were the team that you were a lifelong fan of. What did you think the likelihood was that they were going to draft you?
Pretty strong, especially when I met with them. There's an article that was done when they were still looking for a coach, and it said, like, hire this guy, and a picture of Coach Tedford, draft this guy, a picture of me. I just thought it was the perfect situation. A California kid who'd been a lifelong Niner fan. I thought at the time I was almost NFL-ready quarterback coming out of college because I played in a pro-style system.
Was it a certainty in your mind?
No, because I don't look at things. I usually don't look at things like that. But after I went and met with them, and my agent met with them, I had a good feeling about what they were thinking, and I just thought it was meant to be.
How would you describe the feeling of hearing the commissioner say Alex Smith's name as the first overall pick?
Well, we knew it was going to happen. We had a meeting that morning with my agent, my family, and everybody was there because there was about 30 people that was there, family and close friends. And they said, look, just prepare yourself for a long day. I don't know how long it's going to be. Alex is going #1. Miami, who was interested in you at the time, not going to pick you. Tampa, Jon Gruden, who called me Thursday before the draft, said he's taking me. He's not going to take you. 8 is a possibility at Arizona. After that, we just hope that your value outweighs other needs. So we knew I wasn't going early, but we were still hopeful it would be within the first couple hours.